Well, we managed to escape those doomsday predictions for today, but December 21st is still a significant date. It is the winter solstice, the longest night of the year, and it's being celebrated by many, including the Children's Peace Theatre in the city's East End. They've got a special event planned for tonight. More about that shortly, but first, Rochelle Holt, the owner of Wonderworks in the Annex, is on the line to talk about the importance of this day and how we celebrate. Hi, Rochelle.
Hi, Mary.
So how was this day celebrated in ancient times?
Well, there are a few examples. It's been celebrated in many cultures, many traditions in different ways, but I can give you a few examples. In ancient Roman times, they observed what was called a Saturnalia, which was a festival that ran for 7 days starting from the 17th of December. And it was a time when ordinary social rules were basically turned upside down. So men could dress as women and masters dressed as servants. The festival would also involve decorating houses with greenery, lighting candles, having processions, giving presents, and, of course, feasting. So that was one of the ways in ancient Rome that people celebrated. And then in England, in Anglo-Saxon times, there was a tradition known was wassailing, which was basically kind of like a toasting custom. And the phrase wassail itself means be in good health. So someone would offer you a toast and say wassail, and you would respond with drink hail, which would mean to drink to your good health. Another thing that they would do in Saxon times was to throw some of the wassail towards apple trees to splash on them to encourage a good crop for the coming spring. So it's very much connected to the seasonal cycles and very much, again, a communal kind of a celebration.
Mm-hmm. Well, you say communal. Let's fast forward to today. Now, how important are celebrations of winter solstice in our city today?
Well, one of the best examples that I know of is in Kensington Market. For the past several years, they've been having the Festival of Lights, which is amazing. I was there in the earlier days when Jack Layton and Olivia Chow started off the procession, and hundreds of people would turn up with handmade lanterns, some people dressed in costumes, or musicians, performers, and the whole procession would wind its way through the market and then end in the park with a huge bonfire. So it's really quite a wonderful open thing for people to enjoy the solstice and celebrate the return of the light.
What's actually at the root of this celebration? You know, something that hasn't changed from ancient times that we're really still celebrating today.
I think basically it's really very much about the return of light and celebrating rebirth, renewal. It's also kind of mythologically speaking the rebirth of the Sun King. So it's a time of year when, we're in the very dark nights and it's cold and nothing's growing, and a wonderful way to remember that, that life does spring eternal, and that the spring will come again, things will grow again. So it's really about celebrating, I think, our spirit and our light, and just being aware of how the seasons change.
And just briefly, what are you planning for tomorrow?
Well, actually, at Wonderworks tomorrow evening, which is Saturday the 22nd, from 7 to 9, we'll be hosting a winter solstice celebration and a ritual, which will be a pagan-themed celebration. It's open to anyone wishing to participate, and we'll have an altar set up, and it will start with casting a circle. There'll be a guided visualization, and then also lighting candles, symbolizing the rebirth of the light, which also is about renewal of spirit as well. So great time for people to come together and acknowledge that things are reborn. Things are always being reborn.
Mm-hmm. There will be light.
There will be light. Exactly.
Happy winter solstice to you, Rochelle.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Okay.
Rochelle Holt is the owner of Wonderworks, a store that focuses on spirituality, wellness, and alternative healing. And they are holding a winter solstice celebration tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Now, she did mention it's free and everyone is welcome, but you must RSVP.